I think the first thing that I would say is remember, first and foremost, that what you're doing is the Lord's work. It's not your work. It's not President Monson's work. It's not anyone else's work, your mission president's work. It's the Lord's work. And remembering this lesson, I think, is really important, and it helped me because if you feel like it's your own work, then you're going to put your effort in the wrong places, and you're going to think that what you do will cause conversion to happen, and that's not the case. By remembering that it's the Lord's work, then you're going to be praying to Him, and you're going to be on your knees asking Him to help in His work, and asking Him to lead you to the people that He wants you to teach, and asking Him to help you find the people that need the gospel. And then you'll have the faith to know that since it's the Lord's work, you're entitled to the Lord's help, and you're entitled to the Lord's Spirit in leading you to those that are ready to listen. That's probably advice number one. Advice number two is you'll probably hear things about Russia that might discourage you a little bit before you go. Some people say, oh, the work's hard in Russia, or it's going slow, or not a lot of people get baptized. Flush all of that out the window. That is not true. And don't let people hamper your faith. There is no reason why you can't go and do an amazing work in Russia and cause great things to happen that these people who have been or heard about Russia haven't seen before. Miracles are abundant, and the work in Russia is increasing, and it's accelerating. Just in the last few years, they've had a temple dedicated in Kyiv, which is in Ukraine, which is a lot closer. Before that, they had to go to Sweden or to Norway or to Finland, which was quite a ways away. And now they can go to Kyiv. Stakes have been organized in Moscow and St. Petersburg. The work is accelerating in Russia. So when people say, oh, the work's hard there, don't believe them, and don't let them say that to you. Say, okay, maybe it has been difficult. Maybe that in the past, it was hard for some people to come to the truth, but things are changing, and so I'm going to be part of the force that turns Russia into the place where it needs to be. All 12 tribes have been found through patriarchal blessings in Russia. There are people who are ready to hear the truth. I remember hearing a quote from President Holland. Sorry, from Elder Jeffrey R. Holland. He said he was talking to a group in Moscow, and it was a big room, and I don't know how many people it could hold, maybe 1,000 or 2,000, something like that. And he said, in my lifetime, I will come back to this city, and the members of the church will not be able to fill 100 of these similar rooms that I'm in now, because it will be so great. And Elder Holland, he's not young by any means, and so there's a lot of work to be done. But if you go thinking that you're not going to accomplish anything, that you're not going to see success, then you've just set your expectations, and the Lord might not grant it to you because you don't believe it can happen. So I would say, have faith. Don't let someone put a ceiling on what the Lord can accomplish. We're talking about the Lord. He has led people through the Red Sea on dry ground, right? Do you think anyone today would tell you that that's possible? No. But we know it is. We read the scriptures and we know that He's all-powerful, and He causes His work to happen. And so there's no reason that He can't cause a great work to happen through you. So keep having that faith, and don't let people tell you that the work is hard, or it's not going to happen very fast. At the same time, don't expect to go forward and be upset with yourself as a missionary if you don't see 10,000 people baptized. Just know that miracles are happening, and the Lord is leading His work, and that if you're open and if you're following Him, you'll accomplish the work that needs to be accomplished there. And I think it can be huge, and it needs to be huge. A lot of work, and a lot of people still need to hear the gospel there.